I'm Carlos Sandoval, and I'm one of the directors and producers, along with Peter Miller, of A Class Apart, which is a documentary about the early Mexican-American civil rights movement after the Second World War, and it focuses on the case of Hernandez versus Texas. Jury discrimination was just one of a variety of discriminatory practices that Mexican Americans faced at that time. There was also, we were segregated in the schools, we were segregated from restaurants, we were segregated from swimming pools, we were segregated down to the grave in the cemeteries. It was a great regime of Jim Crow that existed in the Southwest.
Why do you think that the Mexican Americans in Texas actually came together to I guess, lift up their community to make their voice heard?
I think the answer to that was sort of two parts. One was that they'd begun to do it in the 30s, in the 20s and 30s, when they really, it was the children of some of the Mexican immigrants and people that were here longer and more established, began to really identify themselves more and more as Americans. And once they realized that they were going to participate in society, they realized that they had to make the society work for them. But I think the real spur came on after the Second World War. People who had gone, fought, died for their country, or their fellows had died for their country, and they came back disproportionately affected by the war, and they felt that it was time for them to demand their rights and to be included as full citizens. So it was really at that time, it was after after the Second World War, that people began to battle more in earnest for their rights.
What lessons can we get from, and what can we do? What's our civil rights struggle right now?
Well, I hope that the film will inspire people to struggle for their civil rights right now. Right now, we as Latinos are going through a very difficult time in our history. There's a backlash because of immigration. We're seeing hate-based crimes taking place, hate crimes taking place around the country. And I think that we have to, once again, assert who we are and stand up for ourselves in that way.